And someone explained to me, I just put this shirt on this morning and it already has schmutz on it. I don't know. Anyway, hey, it's mail call. That's right. If Finkel can steal the title from my videos, I can steal his. Except you notice I changed male to male because I'm a goddamn alpha male, damn it, and I do what I want to. And you know I'm an alpha male because I will remind you several times a day. Anyway, I just thought I'd go ahead and share recent comments on my videos, which isn't actually mail, but again, I had to go with the joke. So there's YouTube. Now, first of all, let me just say, MBK, if you hear this, putting that picture of Ryder up there, I think that's like cruel and unusual punishment. But let me go over and let me click on the, let me make sure it's, come back here and make sure it's showing what I'm, yeah, you won't really be able to read it, but I can. So, fuck you guys. Let's come down a ways and see. Um, uh, why are there no dates on here? Okay, we'll start down here. I don't know. This one was from Alan. He, uh, I listened to this earlier today. More power to you, gents. I can't spend that much time talking with someone who's drunk. Props. Okay, so yeah, this is track. Oh, this is, yeah, the most recent one. This is track two. He's back. He's track. He's unintelligible. While we're here, let's see what else other people might have said. Nice going, Muckster. Don't know if you speak for all of us, but you certainly speak for me. That's from the Cubs and the Bears. And Kuza says the moniker fits. Yeah, see, this video is like a day old, so I'm not sure what the moniker was. Maybe unintelligible. Let's go. Let's see. We had Alan here saying, good evening. Okay, that's from that I just read. Okay. Okay, so this is obviously from a different video. Let's see. This is from Finkel goes in depth on the D incident. This should go down here, right? Because these would be the older ones. Kuza had said, well, in defense of Todd and Finkel, uh, uh, I got nothing. Just forget it. Kelly had said, funny how Finkel's takeaway from that video was that DirectD was being insecure, nervous, and defensive. WTF? Ruff was trolling the F out of Todd and was laughing. Ruff was trying to trigger him, which he was very successful at. Wow, Finkel, you're losing touch with reality, man, and this is why people are concerned about you. Let me skip back over to StreamYard, and nobody's in chat. Uh, Carrie had said watching. Kelly made another comment on that one. And Finkel is so wrong, and I mentioned this in his comment section when he made the video saying that turns out Todd is a decent guy. A lot of people are concerned about Finkel because his behavior is erratic and out of sorts for him. It is not normal and people are genuinely concerned. I had also noticed that Todd keeps saying since everybody hates Finkel now, nobody hates Finkel, and I will confirm that. Hate is a trait of Todd's that he freely exhibits. Muckster is right, and this can never be stated enough. In spite of us making fun of him and even people who didn't like Finkel before, people are genuinely concerned whether he believes it or not. I think it's weird too how Finkel is enamored by Todd's (Kaiser's) viewers commenting on his videos and how they are supporting him by leaving fake comments like, I have watched you for a long time, just never commented before. And I have watched your videos for a long time, but first time commenting. And it's bullshit, Finkel. These are the people until the day before they posted those comments were advocating for you to be thrown in federal prison for 20 years. And all said extremely nasty things about you. Wake up, man. Yep, that's uh, some more truth from Kelly. Finkel thinks he gained new friends. No, he just gained a bunch of Todd's kiss ups. And now they all love Finkel because he's there being Todd's friend and giving Todd money. But the day that Todd decides that Finkel has joined the long line of people that stabbed him in the back, all those people will drop Finkel like a proverbial hot potato. And I don't know why you want a proverbial hot potato, but that's your business, not mine. Um, let's see. But yeah, yeah, and and again, everybody keeps taking bets on whether or not, how long Finkel and Todd will last and all that. And it'll be interesting to see if the inevitable breakup happens, how many of these people will still be watching Finkel's videos. And will he get back any of the old people? Because Finkel, I don't know if you'll watch this or not, but do you look at your chat now? Do you notice? You like to say things like, "Oh, look at this! I have 25 people in here. We never had this many before because Muckster chased everybody away." Um, but yeah, all those people you're looking at are Todd's people. Most of the time, if you see some of the old gang in there, they're all saying, "Finkel, what the hell are you talking about?" I don't know. You'll never notice. Seems like I had another thought on that. I don't know what it is. Oh, I just looked over. I see GMK and Wyatt are in here now. Hi, guys. Where were we? See, here's another from Kelly on my In Defense of Finkel. Muckster is a jilted ex-girlfriend. Lol. I'll bring you a gallon of ice cream. Yeah, thanks, Kelly. I believe I replied I will wash 2 spoons. Doo, doo, doo. Oh, here's Teresa commenting on the one. This would be Everything I Own by Bread. Mother Linda had said she loves bread too. Teresa said, always loved this song. Thanks for teaching us the real meaning behind it. Makes you look at it differently, but still love it. Yeah, for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, it was a song called Everything I Own. And when you first hear it, you think it's about a lost love. And actually, the guy had written the song after his father died, so it puts a whole different spin on there. Uh, Somebody liking a comment. Let's see what. I got a whole bunch of comments on the video. The angry gnome returns. Yeah, we got ha 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 down here from Lola. We got Charger saying, "Keep 'em coming, Muckster." Ruff was picking up that rock to defend himself and would have used it. The little homie would have been begging for someone to call an ambulance if it had been him. Yep. Bang Jesus said, "Good stuff, Muckster." Oh, needs a heart there. Please keep exposing this evil POS. Spider Dog has a ha ha ha, love it. And Linda said, "Todd, you were talking about yourself. Todd can't handle Direct D." Yeah, and speaking of jilted ex-girlfriends, did anybody else notice Todd saying to Direct D, "I have tried calling you several times and you never answer." Oh my God, what does that sound like? And somebody said that the next day Todd was declaring victory. He put Direct D in his place. Again, the only people who believe that is Todd's minions. Everybody else who saw that saw Direct D just make a total fool out of Todd. I never liked Direct D, but I'll tell you, I got a kick out of watching him sitting there, and he stayed calm the whole time. Although Finkel says he was nervous and I forget what else. Um, but yeah, and Todd was just ranting and raving and yelling and fucking and motherfucking and all of that bullshit. That's your new buddy there, Finkel. But remember, Muckster is the one that blows up at people. Let's see. It's ah, here's Kelly again, and some others commenting on our the merch that I put up. Oh, Dr. Phil said, "What about a pre-recorded push-button talking head with a British voice that always agrees with you?" Phil, I am working on it actually. Uh, Nerdy said she'll take two. Angel Gamer says she loves it. Lola says inaction figure, ha ha ha. By the way, if you people have no idea what we're talking about, go over to my post and you'll see a thing that says something like new merch is here. Jenny said that's great. Spider said instant collector items. And Kelly loved the toys. I want some. Okay. That I read already. Oh, here's one from. Oh, I see. That actually wasn't a comment. That was a notice that she put a video up. I did just watch that. That was Secret making fun of Todd. Anyway, that's all the most recent comments. Uh, and I almost closed the wrong tab. Ooh, rage quit, rage quit. Let's see if you guys had anything interesting over here. Oh, yeah, GMK. Well, let's do this. Finkel's explanation for putting up Todd's video is lame as fuck. Yeah, and he totally, again, I don't think that he purposely misrepresents. It's just that he doesn't listen. I didn't say that he wouldn't put up a video from a friend. What I had mentioned was Finkel always says he doesn't believe in YouTube friends, that you're not real friends if you haven't met in person. and he totally misconstrued that, as he misconstrues things all the time. In fact, I left a long comment on that video he just did. But yeah, he always, I'll tell you, GMK, that's like when he was explaining away why JJ did nothing wrong in screwing a subordinate, and he went through this whole twisted logic thing. It just, I don't know. Uh, Wyatt had said good afternoon, not very likely. Of course, I have no idea what that's referring to now. GMK said hi to Wyatt. Uh, Wyatt said Twinkle doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Very often, very often. Uh, when Todd goes live, I will try to see if I'm allowed to comment. Yeah, I went in there the other day and made a couple of comments, and none of them were like really bad, but it said timed out by the owner. Now I know it was definitely Todd because the only person in there with a wrench at the time was Carrie. And Carrie wouldn't time out anybody unless Todd would say, Carrie, could you get rid of that guy? Carrie is good at like linking people's channels, although I don't know if that's allowed over at Todd's. And he keeps putting up the thing of, hey, you want to give Todd money? Here's the donation stuff. Let's see. Wyatt also said DirecTV has no reason to talk to Todd. Yeah, it doesn't, you know, doesn't seem like he hurt Todd's feelings. It's like Todd wants to associate with him, and DirecTV is like, I'm not interested in a loser like you. And that just totally, you know, well, we see what it does to Todd. He spends an hour ranting about it and telling you how he doesn't care. Also, I had said director he didn't allow his emotions to take over. Well, Todd did as usual. Yep. Yeah, that was the thing. He just totally made an ass out of it. Well, he makes an ass out of himself, but anybody who could watch it would watch it objectively. Like I said, people who are not Todd's minions. If you took that video and just showed it to somebody who knows nothing about our little corner of YouTube, and they watch that video, they'd be like, why is this maniac yelling at this guy? This other guy is just talking normal, and this guy here is just going nuts. Let's see. What else I said? Yeah, Twinkle misconstrues the simplest things. Yeah, I put that comment on his video that he did today, where he just and the thing I said, the difference between him and Todd is Todd misconstrues all the time, but I think most of the time he does it on purpose. Finkel, it's like an ADD thing. He just doesn't listen close, and he thinks he knows what people are saying, and boom. Muckster, I made a nasty comment about his wife. Ah, yeah, but it's okay for him to talk about other people's wives and families. Uh, there was something else I thought I was going to mention, but let me see if I can find, because it is relevant to the conversation. Um, I'll have to search for it because I am not subscribed. Um, in the video he did today called In Defense of Muckster, did one that was in defense of Finkel. I'll read you what I said to him. Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? You are great at misconstruing things. I will say this though, the difference between you and Todd is he does it on purpose. For you, it's ADD. Two, did it ever occur to you that Mirrors was joking? Do you know outside of Todd's little cult that everyone else in this little YouTube village is having a good time making fun of the jilted girlfriend thing? Yeah, because he had made a comment about Mirrors came in, the one song I was playing, and he says, "Is this about Finkel?" And so, of course, Finkel decided that Mirrors was totally serious about it. And it's like, look, that's what other people are saying about you too, Muckster. Let's see. Oh, this was the other thing I was going to mention while we're talking about this kind of stuff. Is Finkel loves to bring up um, me becoming friends with Jeff and watching Jeff, and he uses it as an analogy for him and Todd. It's like, oh, you talk about me becoming friends with Todd, but a year ago you hated Jeff, and now you're. And I said to him, the difference with me making friends with Jeff is that I was at least 80% in the wrong. And in parentheses, I put, need I remind you of Izzy? Meanwhile, Todd is still everything you thought he was. He's still the insecure little boy that keeps inviting you to the battlefield. But now you just swallow everything he says. Do you even see how much he is like your friend Kaiser? He loves his people till they step out of line, then they are shunned by the whole group. Oh, and then I bring up Sniper Dog because when Finkel was doing that one video, she made comments and he was calling her a troll and I don't know, all of a sudden she hates Todd. So without knowing anything about the situation, he automatically was defending Todd, of course, because Todd could not be in the wrong. So I put, you assumed, with no evidence except that Todd could never be in the wrong, that Sniper Dog is now a butthurt troll. Do you know what her sin was? She openly said that Todd was charging too much for memberships. And speaking of Kaiser, you know, JJ is still the guy who sat next to him all that time. He is still the guy who had at least 3 affairs before getting a subordinate pregnant. But he's a good hearted guy because he lets you play in his jail. Anyway, so while I'm reading comments, I might as well read my own. Let's see, let me catch up with chat. Yeah, misconstrue things. You made a nasty comment about what's her name. Todd got his fifis hurt, that's for sure. A secret. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And Wyatt says hi. Anyway, that was my purpose for this video. And yes, JJ is a scumbag and a thief. But according to Finkel, he's a good guy because Todd likes him. Did you did you see that time that Finkel was making excuses for JJ sleeping with a subordinate, and he did this whole twisted logic thing about how that wasn't wrong because she was the only RN there, and so it's not like he'd show favoritism. And it's like, come on, do you really know nothing about sexual harassment? For fuck's sake. Anyway, uh, I think that's a good waste of 25 minutes. I'll see you all around. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for listening afterwards if anybody does. And thank you for being you. Oh, wait. I thought it was Mr. Rogers there for a second. I'm taking off. See you guys later.